That's for sure. Yeah. Well, are you still up to doing the presentation tomorrow? Okay. Okay. Well, what kind of questions? I mean, I guess I was curious as to, you said you were going to do it on Joshua, the character, and I was just wondering um, what you were thinking of talking about. Yeah. Do you want to share, or do you have like a PowerPoint, or were you just go- yeah, or let's see if my computer is actually going to turn, it just turned on. Um, you could also, if you want to share, I think you have the ability to share the screen. Uh, Oh, okay. Okay. Well, go ahead and email it to me, and then we can still talk about it. And hopefully, while we're on Zoom together, my computer will get its act together and I'll be able to log in and look at it. Okay, great. And then in terms of the Joshua and its relationship to Deuteronomy, are you talking about the book of Deuteronomy, or are you talking about the Deuteronomist? Okay. Okay. Oh, cough. You know, I hate being in COVID because it feels like every time I start to feel slightly abnormal, it's like, do I have COVID? You know what like? I hate that feeling. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's good that you stayed home, but that's what's so weird. I had a neighbor who thought she had COVID and she took like 5 tests and they all were negative. And then, I mean, she was like certain, but she never tested positive. And then a month or two ago, no, it must have been 3 months ago, she actually had the Delta variant. And so she's like, oh, I guess before I really didn't have COVID. But it's so weird, how, yeah, anyway. Oh, maybe my computer's starting. I didn't realize how technologically dependent I am, but you should have seen my face when my computer didn't turn on. I was like, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I was like, there's no way I can, but it's still updating. Okay, let me see. Did you just send it to me via email? Yes. And then were you thinking you were going to take this and then put it, you're going to create some slides for it? Oh, okay. So then you go, yes. And then also, if you don't mind, I see that you have some in-text citations. Do you mind sending that to me? I also think you might be covering too much territory. Well, I'm wondering if I'm just reading. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm a slow reader. Yeah, I feel like maybe it would be good to just focus on one or two things, because like even if you looked at like the idea of militaristic speech and just zeroed in on that, because I just worry that you're covering a lot of territory. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try and log. Because it would be easier if I looked at this on my computer. This is great. What do you think of that? Yeah, because even if you take like one or two chapters, like, because there are different conquests, but you could just look at the language being used and the military, or like the language of conquest that's being used. Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, I don't know what I'm going to put this down for a second because I think I can log into regular Zoom now. Okay, there we go. Because now at least I can see you, see your name. It's okay. It's totally, I don't need to see you. I just really, like I said, see you. And I thought, well, now that's a little awkward. Anyway. Oh, good. Okay. Now I have my monitor up. Yeah, I think the use of looking at the military or the language of conquest, maybe focusing on chapters 6 through 12, and you can pull one or two situations out. Although, actually, 1 through 12 is fine, because if you think about like, there's that initial entrance into Jericho. And you know how I mean, the whole thing, I'm not going to lie, like when I was reading it, I was like, this sounds very aggressive. You know what I mean? Like, even just like, I'm going to take your city. It's like, I'm going to take your city and then I'm going to burn it to the ground and kill everybody. It just, I was like, wow, that's a lot. And and then I'm going to go to the next city and do the same thing. So I think even if you look at what happened at Jericho and then maybe highlight, oh God, now I'm blanking on his name. The man who was in the tribe of Judah who took some of the possessions from Jericho and kept them, and it angered God. And so he had to basically they had to go through all of this whole process of figuring out who had taken the stuff. And then, I don't know, there's a lot going on in that first set of chapters. Yeah, sure. I'll stop talking too, because that's probably not helpful. Yeah, I think it'll give more opportunity for you to do some deeper thinking rather than just relaying information. Yeah. And then I'm happy to take a look at it later. Later, I can look at it later. Are you in this time zone? Okay. So yeah, I'm happy to take a look. I mean, I'm around, I'm in and out of meetings, I'm doing work. So just shoot me a text. And I'll put do you have the cell number? I'll just put it in the chat just in case. It's my Google Voice number. I just put it in the chat. So just text me when you've sent me an email so that way I know to go take a look at it. Yeah. Yeah, it comes to my cell phone. Oh, no. So after you email me, because you said you wanted to share your slides with me. So once you do that, just send me a text so that I know to go look in my email for the draft. Okay. Of course. Of course. And I'm around if you have other questions too. So, okay. Yeah, that's great. You're very welcome. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye.